Hello everyone and welcome to this Scratch tutorial. I'm Ellie and this is your place to learn to code and have fun. Today we are creating the hero fighting against the coronavirus game. This is an easy beginner tutorial. If you've never written any code at all, this tutorial is for you. You go to the Scratch website by searching Scratch MIT and just click on this link. From here, if you click on the Create, it takes you to the Scratch development environment. Let's get a quick tour of this location first. This part on the top right where the cat is called the stage. That's where your game, actions, or generally everything you program takes place here. For example, if you write a code that tells the cat to move or dance, that's where you see the cat is moving or dancing. So in the other word, here is the location that you see your output. The part under the stage is where we see the sprites and backdrops. In this part, you can add many sprites or delete the sprites and also add the backdrops. Sprites are like characters in your games. Every sprite, such as this cat, has three things, which takes us to these three items: code, costumes, and sound. These colorful sections that look like pieces of puzzle are called code. Using these codes, you can tell the computer what to do. The one beside it, which is custom. Using a custom, you can tell your character how you want it to look like. So like this is one shape, this is another shape. And then from sounds, you can add as many sounds as you like meow. Alright, so let's get back to writing our code. First thing we're gonna do today is we are going to remove this cat by clicking on this bin. And now we are going to add two new sprites. One is a hero and the other one is the coronavirus. For the hero, I just click here and then I go to the sprite library. Then I can filter down to people maybe, and then I just keep searching and see which one looks like that is like a hero. Maybe this one, looking strong. Okay, let's take this first. So this is my hero. My hero has several customs. That's what we want. So this is cool. And then I need one more thing. I need one other character for my coronavirus. This is something that I made up, so it doesn't exist in this library. So we need to create it. The way we can do it in Scratch, you see this paint? I can open the paint and draw it by myself. So I just take a circle from here. I draw a circle and then I draw one more smaller circle. I press Ctrl C to copy it, and then I press Ctrl V multiple times to generate several of it, and then I lay them around to make it look like a virus. Alternatively, you can just go to Google Image and download some image into your computer and draw it. But then I just wanted to show you how you can draw as well. Let's put some eyes maybe. And a mouth, an evil one. So looks good to me. Then I press Ctrl A, I select everything, and then I group them together. Cool. So now I have a coronavirus and a hero. I go here and duplicate it, and then I reshape it so that I have two variations of it, like two customs. So I press Ctrl A and then I squish it a bit so that when I'm writing my game, I have two different versions of the coronavirus with two customs. Okay, cool. The goal of this mini game is we want this virus to move around, and then we want this hero to follow the virus. In order to do that, we need to write a code for it, because computers do not know what to do unless we tell them what to do. The same thing for this virus. This virus is pretty stupid. It doesn't know what to do until we tell them. So let's write a code for it. The first step in my code is I want to say when this flag is clicked, I want something to happen. So I go to the code section, and then we have various groups of codes. I'm talking about an event, like when flag clicked. So let's look at the event section. I have this block, so I drag it here when flag is clicked. Next step is I want the virus to point towards my mouse pointer. This is a kind of a motion, so let's go to the motion and see what we've got here. We have point towards mouse pointer, so I drag it here. So my expectation is when I click here, it should point towards my mouse pointer, which it did. What happens right now is that this virus points toward my mouse pointer, kind of turns around it, but it doesn't move towards it. I want it to also move towards my mouse pointer, so I add one more line of code here. I go to the motion category because I'm talking about movement, so I drag this move 10 steps, and now it moves. What this 10 steps says, that is, whenever you read this line of code, move 10 steps. So I can adjust the speed by changing this number to make it faster or make it slower. But you see, we have a little problem here. When the virus gets so close to my mouse pointer, it makes this little crazy dance. Let's try to fix this as well. In order to fix this, we can say maybe we just don't let the virus to get close to the pointer. So we say only point towards the mouse pointer and move 10 steps only in the condition that the distance between the mouse pointer and the virus is more than a certain amount. So let's go to the if conditions from the controls and drag this if then around the forever. So this should go out. Forever do these things only if some condition is available. And then I define the condition by using the greater block operator and the distance from the sensing group. So I go to the operator and then I take greater than, I put it in here, and then from the sensing I take this distance to mouse pointer. So I'm saying if the distance to mouse pointer is more than 50 units, only in this condition you are required to do these steps. So see what happens. So now you see it's a bit better. It doesn't get too close, but it can be even more to make it more stable, and maybe even more. Now I like it better. So we play with it until we get to our desired number. Let's program our hero, which is this guy. In Scratch it's called batter, but we want to rename it to hero. So from here I change the sprite name to hero. What we want this hero to do is chase the virus and smash it. This is quite similar to what we did for the virus. So we say when the start clicked, point towards the, so let's go to the motions. Point towards, this time we want to point towards the virus, not the mouse pointer. So I change it to point towards the coronavirus and move, for instance, 10 steps. And the same as last time, we want it to happen forever. So constantly do these things. I don't want to click start every moment. So here, and this should go inside. Let's see how it works. Here we go. Now we also want to do one more thing. We want the virus to be squashed and make some noise when the hero hits it. So let's go back to the virus again. For smashing the virus, we can use customs because that's where we can control the shape of sprites. The precondition for smashing the virus is being hit by the hero. So let's write it like this. We need an if-then block from control. So here we go. Just like right after the moves and everything. And then the condition can be dragged from the sensing group. Here, touching hero is what we need. So from the sensing, touching the hero, I put it here. So in case the virus is touching the hero, we want something to happen, which is getting a new costume. Since costume is relevant to the looks, I go here and then I say next costume, code next costume, and then maybe wait a bit, stay in that shape for a short time, maybe 0.2 seconds, and then again next costume. Let's see how it works. Yeah, so it's being smashed when the battery is hitting it, but it's just pretty quick. Maybe I can make it a little bit slower so that we can see what is actually happening. Wait, maybe 0.6. Here and here. Yeah, that's what I want. Super cool, right? Looking at the way this hero is moving, it looks like it's just gliding. It doesn't really look like it's moving. What we want is, we want it to move that stick so that it can smash the virus. We also can do this by using a costume like last time. So dragging the next costume from the looks here. Now it looks like it's actually moving that stick. In order to make it a little slower, I can add a weight here. So that I can see the movements easier, but maybe not so long. Like this. There are more things we can do to make this more interesting. Let's say we want a hero to say go away and also make a kind of like a pop noise when it touches the virus. So let's create a second module of code so that this one doesn't get super long. Alright, I say when the flag is clicked forever, if, so I want a condition, if the distance to coronavirus in the here, I drag this, and then under sensing I choose what I'm measuring the distance again against it. So I want to say if the distance to coronavirus is less than 20, in that case I wanted to make some noise or play some sound. Play sound pop until done. So let's see what happens. It's just a bit too much when it's so close, so I put a weight after it so that it plays and it also waits. Weight is here on the control, and then I add a weight. I also want to add a kind of a note on top of the hero to say go away. So I go to the looks, we have this, like say, I can put it here, I change it to say go away for 2 seconds, for instance. Let's test it. Way is coming a bit late. That's because it doesn't need to wait here. Now it's better. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Oops, let's fix this typo also. Go away. We can also add a backdrop. Backdrop, I can add it from here. I have all things, so I can choose whatever I want. We have hero and we have virus. Which one seems more relevant? Maybe just blue sky. Ooh, such a cool game we made together. I'm so proud of you. This was a nice beginner tutorial that showed you some fundamentals of coding, such as loops, conditions, controls, troubleshooting, and doing more of this stuff can definitely improve your analytical skills, and with practice, you can write even more awesome and complex games. Comment below what else you think we can do to make it more fun. Do you see any issue or bugs here? Also, if you like this video, press that little bell icon and subscribe so that you can see my new videos. Well done everyone, and hope to see you soon for another Scratch tutorial. Bye!